first up, we are putting out the first video of the Prime Minister right now meeting with chief ministers of all states to review the COVID situation. Remember, a lot of focus has been on vaccinations, somehow to ensure that more and more people who are eligible right now should come forward, get their jabs. This is the first video, in fact, detailing what is going on right now. The Prime Minister is chairing that crucial meet. The Union Home Minister Amit Shah, we are also given to understand, is a part of this all-important meeting. This is also happening at a time where you're looking at the second wave of the coronavirus cases right now in the country, Abhishek, and that has already touched a new record, 1.26. I'm sure we as a country do not want to, make new records or break any of our old records. But then the focus is on what the Prime Minister will be saying and what the, chief ministers today are going to be telling the Prime Minister. Abhishek.
Well, let's see. Deepti, what we understand is that the numbers are really increasing, but then there is some silver lining, which is that the case fatality rate or the case fatality ratio is still under control. So obviously the people are getting infected with corona, but the number of those who are losing their lives is still less than the earlier peak. So that's something which gives the government and the administrations at the state level hope that they can still get to the grips with the situation. Now, so far as centre is concerned, it has to, of course, impress upon the fact that the basics of controlling the pandemic in terms of testing, quarantining, increased testing, and contact tracing, that has to come back into protocols, which perhaps because of certain COVID fatigue had been let go of, and then the centre has to insist on vaccines. So far as the states are concerned, we have seen how some Congress-ruled states, for example, Punjab, Rajasthan and Maharashtra, have already demanded that vaccination must be made universal, removing the age cap. But do we have the numbers for that? So you can expect that there would be exchange of ideas, exchange of notes that will happen between the centre and the states. Remember, the Prime Minister has been taking this kind of meeting with the chief ministers almost every 2 months to make sure that there is no communication gap, there is no coordination gap at all levels of the government. There has been some controversy along political lines as to whether the government's strategy in terms of exporting the vaccines was right or following the vaccine Maitri was right. You can expect the government might come out with some explanation on that. But then Prime Minister expected to make a statement at around 7:30 p.m., we are told, and it is going to be live to the nation. So I think the Prime Minister also wants to engage with the nation at large while he addresses the chief ministers to assure the people that the situation can be brought under control if that spirit earlier practiced by everyone and perfected for a while and then let go of treating COVID pandemic seriously comes back. I think that might be the message from the Prime Minister. We have to wait till 7:30 to hear from him.
Oh, yes. And Abhishek, I think one important aspect is also the fact about vaccination. Something again and again that has been the elephant in the room, something that experts say, Abhishek, is just going to be our only way right now to beat this pandemic. For the moment, Abhishek, thank you, but we will reconnect with you as and when we have more updates. That is, in fact, B.S. Yediyurappa there. In fact, that one video that you see on your screens, B.S. Yediyurappa along with his state machinery there taking part in that meeting being chaired by the Prime Minister right now. And as we promised, at 7:30 is where we will hear the first comments that do come in from the Prime Minister. And as always, Republic will get them to you first.